All right, I wanted to double down on a video that I just recently did that's been getting a lot of attention, and we are calling it Tandem dialing. Now, voice AI has been here for quite a while. And the question always is inside of sales, where does it have a place? Now, Chloe AI from Close CRM rolled out a really cool voice agent directly inside of their CRM, which changes how we actually use it because normally it's an external platform. We have to connect it, we have to automate it, we have to do a bunch of extra stuff. Now, there's a lot that we can consider with using voice AI. How good are the conversations? What is our target demographic? But today I'm going to show you the concept of tandem dialing, which can 2, 3, 4x your actual sales calls that your team is doing. Now, I'm going to walk you through exactly how we have it deployed inside of our own system, as well as some of our clients, and the exact setup for you guys to be able to accomplish this. Now, I want to run you through just a quick process map on how this is actually working. So the first thing that happens is the lead gets enrolled and it's added to a smart view, okay? At that point, our sales rep is actually going to call that list. Now, the reality here, and what I really want you guys to understand, is that with dialing, how many dials we're able to put at the front end of the engagement is going to increase every other metric on the back end of this. So the difference of calling a lead after it opts in 1 time per day for 7 days versus 3 to 4 times in the first day is going to make a big difference. Now, to double down even further on that, if we put 4 touch points in 2 hours on that lead compared to one every maybe 3 hours on that lead is also going to make a difference. And you have to test this. Now, the reality is, if we think about a sales rep, let's say they do 100 dials per day. Well, in reality, if we want them to touch that lead 4 times, then we can only give them, whatever that is, 100 divided by 4 times. So that would be, let's just do the math real quick, 100 divided by 4, and I should know this off the top of my head, 25 leads, okay? That would be the max amount of leads that they could actually handle. That would be 50 leads if they're doing 200 dials a day. Now, to add to this problem, where it's very difficult to call a lead and then 5 minutes later call it again, right? Even with our systems, it's quite difficult. Now, this resolves all of those problems, okay? So after the lead gets enrolled, the sales rep makes a dial. The call is either answered or it's not answered. And then we are going to enroll it to the Chloe workflow. Now, you can use other AI for this, but I just recommend getting on Close CRM if you're a small or medium-sized business. If you've never checked out Close CRM, click the link in the description below. Sign up for a free trial. Test it out. You'll love it. We have hundreds of clients on it. But we're going to enroll to the Chloe workflow, then we're going to delay 5 minutes, and then Chloe is actually going to call that lead. So now we have a dial, and 5 minutes later, we have a second dial if they didn't pick up, okay? Now, the client either answers that or doesn't answer that. If they don't answer that, we're going to send an email and an SMS. If the client answers, then we are going to have the qualification call, and they're either qualified or not qualified, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what this workflow looks like. It's extremely simple to set up inside of here, okay? The first thing we need is our Chloe AI voice agent, okay? I have another video on the channel to set up Chloe itself if you haven't set up an agent. Now, if we come into this dormant lead revival agent here, we can see exactly how this is set up. It's very, very good at what it does. You do need to make sure that you spend a little bit of time making sure that the conversation is happening exactly how it should. But we have our instructions in here. We have our skills, etc. Okay, so you want to make sure you do spend some time actually setting up. Check out the other video on the channel for that. But in this, we need to make sure we have our agent for dormant lead revival. All right. Now, the next thing that we need to do is set up one simple custom property. And if we come down here, we can see this custom property right here. Dormant lead reactivation is just a drop down with a yes or no. And this is important because we want to make sure that if we do like a normal follow-up call, we're not having Chloe go reach out to all of these leads. Okay, so we need to filter for this. I'm going to show you how to filter using this property in just a second. Now, the workflow itself, when we actually come into workflows, we want 2 different workflows. So we can see a dormant lead reactivation 1.0, and then we can see dormant lead reactivation 2.0. And this works in part, they basically work together. So we can see here that we have, it's very slowly loading, but we can see here we have the lead reactivation 1, and then we have lead reactivation 2. Now, the difference between this is essentially the workflow is sales rep makes a phone call. If they don't pick up, we're going to send an SMS from the actual sales rep to that person. So how do we set up this workflow? Super, super simple. The trigger is going to be a call activity event where the duration is less than 60 seconds and the direction is outgoing. And then the user or agent is whoever you want to specify, right? In this case, it's Jacoby, our sales rep. So he's going to make a dial. If they don't pick up, it's going to enroll them to this. And then if they are in this dead lead reactivation, then it's going to continue through this workflow. And then we're just going to send a simple text message. Hey, Jordan, it's Jacoby, send. And then we send the second one. Just try to give you a ring. Give me a call back when you have a second. Okay. So every phone call he makes, this automatically gets sent out. Okay. If you're not doing this, that'll help in itself. Now, the second workflow triggers off of the same exact thing. So when a call is made, duration is less than 60 seconds, and the direction is outgoing, we're going to hit the same filter. So lead is part of the dormant lead reactivation is yes. Okay. Then we're going to enroll to Chloe. All right. So right here, we have assigned to Chloe. Agent is dormant lead revival. So we're going to wait 5 minutes, and then Chloe is going to call that lead. And then we're going to wait another 5 minutes. We're going to call it again. We're going to wait 30 minutes, call it again. We're going to wait 2 hours and call it again. All right. Now, that means for every single dial that my sales rep does, that lead also gets 4 other touch points in that same day, even if my sales rep only calls that lead once per day. All right. So the goal here is not to annoy people. It's to get people to pick up the phone. The reality is people are busy, okay? People have spam filters. People don't answer their phone. People are used to businesses calling them and they just ignore the calls. So it makes it much less easy, I guess, to ignore the phone call when you have this kind of volume. But this kind of volume is near impossible without using a workflow like this, okay? So it is a really, really simple setup. Again, the trigger of the workflow is going to be a call activity event. And I'm going to show you, I'll just set up a brand new workflow so you can see exactly how this works. So we're going to click start from scratch. We're going to go to call event right here. We're going to say duration is less than 60 seconds. And you can do however long you want on this. It could be 30 seconds. It could be a minute. We like 60 seconds because typically that's long enough for like the voicemail and you know, the call. Like if they pick up, it's going to be longer than 60 seconds. But we're not looking at like 30 seconds or 15 seconds where we might have hit a voicemail, etc. Okay. And then I want to add the direction is any of outbound. So we're just going to select this and click done. Okay, so we have our trigger set up. You can click done. Now you can add what other things you might want on there. And keep in mind, you can trigger this off of deal 1, delay for 30 days, and roll to Chloe, for example. Then we're going to add a step. We're going to add a filter step right here. We're going to say is any of, and I would just recommend having this property set up. So dormant lead reactivation is any of yes. That means only leads I've marked as dormant lead reactivation will go through this flow. Okay, I'm going to click done. Then we click add step. We're going to click create call. We're going to click here. We're going to go to Chloe. I don't like leaving voice messages, so you can just uncheck that. And then you can delay however long you want. So I'm going to change this to 5 minutes, and then we're going to click done. Now, maybe you only want to do one phone call, a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 sales call by the rep, 1 sales call by Chloe, okay? You can do that. Just add 1 instead of 4 calls. You make the decision. Now, for recipients and schedule, you just want to make sure the schedule is set up for the hours that the sales rep is actually calling, or else this won't trigger at the right time, okay? Now, goals, I would just check basically meeting booked, incoming call, incoming SMS, incoming email. That pretty much covers your bases there. Now, one other thing that we do want to make sure is that we have run once or run multiple times. We want to make sure that this is set correctly for you. It's going to re-enroll here, but you can see workflow goals will not apply here. So I would use run once, and it will re-enroll every time it comes in here. It's just not going to re-enroll if it hasn't made it through here, if that makes sense, or a goal has been achieved, okay? So when we do this properly, let's go ahead and just look at yesterday, okay? So we're going to go to reports, and we're going to go to the activity comparison, and we're going to just look at yesterday, for example. So Jacoby made 85 outbound calls yesterday, okay? Chloe made 174. So together, instead of 85 calls, we were able to accomplish 174 plus 85, whatever that is, 259 dials to the same leads. Now, The important part, again, is not the total dials, but the cadence that we actually were able to call. Okay. So if you guys have questions, comments, or concerns about this, please let me know. Leave a comment in the description below if you test this out. But this is by far one of the best ways to reactivate old leads inside of your campaign, and make sure that we're actually putting the touch points that the leads deserve on them. It makes no sense to do a reactivation campaign and call the lead one time a day for 7 days and then forget about it. Okay. So again, I just wanted to double down, show you this exact workflow. Go ahead and test it out. Let me know what your results are. Again, it is going to depend on how well you set up Chloe in the first place. So make sure you take the time to actually set up the prompt inside of here and we understand what is actually happening. Okay. So with that, I will leave you guys to get this built out. If you guys do want us to build something like this, or you don't have an account structure in place, follow-ups aren't happening, speed to lead isn't happening, you have poor show rates, go ahead and click the link in the description below. Schedule a time to talk with me or someone on my team. We've done over 200 Close CRM builds specifically, as well as many, many other CRMs, and we would be happy to help you and point you in the right direction. Cheers.